Hey, welcome back. This is SJD from Isapps again. And in the last video, we have seen the graphical representation of the activity life cycle in the developer.android.com. Now we are going to see the live events which is going to be happening when we run our application in the emulator. Now, in that case, we need to override some activity methods that are coming from the activity class, from this class. Main activity extends activity, so we can override the activity class methods. So let me get rid of this onCreate options menu since we don't need this in this video, and let me override all the methods. On start, you can hit Ctrl+P to see the templates, and on resume, on restart, on resume, can't see the screen, on resume, then on stop, what else we have got? Start, resume, stop, on pause. So we've got on pause to override. Now in this methods, what I'm going to do is log out some information so that we can prove that these methods are being called by the system. So log is the class name dot d, which takes a tag and a string message. For the tag, I'm gonna write as apps. My spelling is going down these days. And the string message I'm gonna pass is on create. So let me finish the job by copying this and pasting this in each method and replacing the message with the respective method names, and then come back again. So now all the override methods are added with the respective log.d statements with their respective messages. Now in order to format the stubs in Java, you need to hit Ctrl+Shift+F and the formatting is done. Now let me save the project here and run it in our emulator and see what's going on. So here you can see the logcat. Let me expand it a little bit more so that you can see it properly. Let me actually make it full screen. Here's the tag section, here's the text section, and now com.example.activity lifecycle has been created. So let me go into the emulator. Where is it? There it is. Zoom out. Let me keep it side by side so that you can see that. Well, now you can see that. So when the activity is first launched, the onCreate, onStart and onResume is called, as you can see in the log screen right here. And now the activity is actually running here. Hello from Isapps. Now if I press the home button, let me see what happens. Now the on pause is first called, then the on stop. Notice the on destroy method is not called. Well, let me show you. I have added the on destroy method as well. So when the activity is about to be destroyed, this method is going to be called. So here in the logcat, I can't see that. Now what is the reason? The reason is I have pressed the home button instead of the back button. Now let me go back to the app again. Into the main section, activity lifecycle. Notice what happens. On restart is now called because the activity was out of sight, it was invisible. Now on restart was first called, as you can see here, the activity was gone, out of visible, no longer visible. On stop method was called, and user navigate, I did navigate to the activity. On restart method called, then start, then resume. Here restart, start, resume. Now if I press the back button, let's see what happens. Okay, I press the back button. On pause is called, on stop, and now on destroy. As you can see, on destroy is now called. So let me go back to the app again, zoom out a little bit. So the on create, on start, and on resume is running. So the on create is called, but what if the screen orientation is changed? If you notice, when I press the home button, it calls the on pause first, then the on stop, but doesn't call the on destroy method. And when I come back to the application again, the on restart is called, then start and resume. Now on create this time is not called because the activity was not destroyed. Now let me change the orientation of this emulator by pressing Ctrl F11 and see the locket here. A whole bunch of methods are called. First on pause, then on stop because the activity was out of sight, then on destroy, the activity was destroyed, and then it was the on create method which was called, then on start, on resume, and then the activity is running back again. So this is how the activity life cycle goes on. Let me go to the portrait mode again by pressing Ctrl F11, and as you can see, as you can notice here, again the on, pause, stop, and destroyed was called, and then the create, start, and resume was called again, and the activity is running back again. So it proves that the activity life cycle graph which was given here in the developer.android.com is actually the greatest, actually not the greatest graph, but it is a clear representation of how a life cycle of an activity goes on. So in the next video we're going to be exploring some more things in Android. So subscribe to my channel and stay tuned. Thank you for watching.